Morning. So I'm in Lochain, and I've just parked up. Is it Lochain, and I'm going to do the two munros either side of the loch and the dam. And I'm going to do Meall Buidhe first, and then Stuc and Lochain after. This is the shortest of the two, so I don't know if I'm doing the wrong thing doing that one first, but I thought get the legs stretched, get moving. I got here and the rain was pelting, but I did say that it was only going to be raining for a little bit, so fingers crossed, because I don't fancy getting soaked today. But I've got all the gear anyway, but I'm going to stop so I can breathe. Yeah, so these two today, that'll get me to 140, and then tomorrow do Buidhe and Stuc, and that'll get me past the halfway mark of my munro bagging adventure, which is exciting. So just down to the left of the dam, so I started, that's the second munro I'm going to do today, tucked behind there anyway. It's Lochain dam, and then just turned off the 4x4 track and heading up. This is a straight shot, follow this path to the top and all the way back down again, and then follow the path around the loch and up. I think these should be a fairly easy pair of munros, so nothing too difficult. Maybe I've said this before, but I'm going to start trying to tick off some of the, I've been doing a lot of popular exciting munros, or have already done them, and so decided that I need to start ticking off some of the less exciting, less famous munros, so I'm not left with all them at the end of my round. Which is hard because you always want to do something a bit more exciting than a big rounded lump, but I guess they all have their charm. I think this one has some nice views over to like the Lochain munros. It's looking a bit bleak over there, but the second munro is sitting nicely out of the cloud. This peak there, I think there's like a circular Lochain just in the corrie there, and this is the direction I'm going, kind of in the cloud. It's got damp underfoot again. I just have to speak close to the camera because the wind is howling. But yeah, nothing too exciting to report yet, just trudging on through this, but at least I'm making good time. The hood's up because it's making my ears cold. There's been a couple of little snow flurries as well, which I wasn't really expecting. It is cold, but I guess I should expect that in Scotland. Anyway, I best look where I'm going and navigate these bogs, because there's quite a lot, and again all that nice rocky path has disappeared. So onwards and upwards. So it's gone and turned a bit wintry. I'm gonna have to stand close and out of the wind to try and film this, but I don't know if you can see, but there's snow pelting me on the top of I'm not on the top yet, but I've just reached the, I think it was the 917 metre cairn. I think Meall Buidhe is like 932. But yeah, I've had to put the waterproof coat on just for helping with the wind, and the goggles on because the snow is battering my eyes. I'm always remember to take my goggles on trips like this, especially in the winter, because there's nothing worse than getting rain or snow smashing into your eyes. Lovely. The snow is let up for a little bit at least. Still claggy, still windy and cold, but at least it stopped snowing. I think it's only taken me like, and I've faffed about a bit with the camera, it's only taken me about an hour and a half to get here. I'm hoping you can hear me and the wind's not howling. But yeah, it's only taken about an hour and a half and it's just there. So it's quite a quick munro to do. Let you see some of the snow that's come down. So you can see lots of lovely views again. Hey, that's kind of been the story of this year. I've got a couple of days where it's been absolutely glorious, and then most of the days have been like this. I don't know if you can make them out, but there's some white ptarmigan just wandering there. Can you see them? There they are, just in the centre. 3 of them. Right, here we are. With some beautiful views. Meall, Buidhe, Munro, 139 for me, and I'm like 2 off the halfway mark, which is kind of where I want it to be by the end of the year. So I'm gonna smash that. There we go. Let's get on top of this thing. Lovely views. No views. Right, I'm not sticking around here very long. I've been here a couple of minutes, texted home, so letting them know I'm okay, and now heading off to the second munro. It's weather's rubbish, so I'm just gonna bash on. But here we go. Munro 139. Off we go. As you can see, what a difference a few hundred meters makes. I'm now down about 750 meters. And it's so much calmer. The wind isn't pounding in. I think it's just the direction of the wind was coming toward me, and so when I got up onto the ridge, it just battered us, and then the snow coming in as well. So back down on the boggy path. But I reckon I should be able to get down off this pretty quickly, get back to where the car's parked. Although I'm not going into the cars, just that's kind of like the halfway point, and then I'll start climbing Stuc and Lochain. Stuc and Lochain's coming back out. Just keeping my fingers crossed for cloud free. Stuc and Lochain. It looks like it's blowing over and there's some blue skies coming in, so just keep my fingers crossed that the munro gods are looking out for us today. You know, one munro in the clag, I think it's a good enough offering. Give us one when I'm not in the clag, that would be nice. It looks spectacular. I'm really looking forward to getting up there. It looks like Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I don't want to speak, I don't want to say anything, I just wanted you to enjoy it. From all that horrible sleety snow and freezing cold wind to that, it's gorgeous. So just keeping my fingers crossed that it stays clear when I'm over there. But right now, it's just looking epic, just every direction. Quite pleasantly surprised with these pair of munros. Sometimes the lesser known munros, you take them as being like as not as interesting or boring munros, whatever. But that one was a nice easy hike up, good for beginners, straightforward, and I'm sure it would have had nice views. It says on the reviews in the books and the things I've read about it that it has nice views, but this one, the second Stuc and Lochain, looks a great munro from here anyway. So Fingers crossed it remains that way. I think I came down, I went up that path. How have I ended up here? I don't really want to heather bash. There's another path coming off here, so I think I'll just follow this for now. I think it'll still take me down to that road. But I think I've just added on some time to my hike. Oh well. Yeah, I definitely came down that, came up that path. Anyway, there's a path here. People must come up this way as well. The weather has been so changeable today. It was glorious for a minute, maybe like half an hour, not less than half an hour, maybe like 20 minutes. And now, it's starting to spit again. It's all over the place. But anyway, that's me just back down to the road. So my car's just up there. So heading off to the second munro now. Parked quite high up. I think we're about 475 meters where when I'm parked. So yeah, it means that the ascent up, you know, you're only going like maybe another 500 meters. And I can't remember how big this munro is, but this one's supposed to take a little bit longer. The last one took me 2.5 hours, so I think this one will maybe take 3 to 3.5 hours, it said. Again, so weather all over the place. I had to stop and put my waterproof trousers on because it absolutely started chucking it down. Now it stopped and the blue skies are out. This is going to be one of those days that every 5 minutes it's going to change. This is the path up. I think I head up there, get up onto the top and then walk across there's a bit of a ridge. Not really a ridge, but yeah, get onto the high point. The dam's looking nice. I'm about 750 metres up on Stuc and Lochain. I think once I get to about 850, then it flattens out a little bit and it's not so steep. But one of the nice things is I finally got a view of Meall, Buidhe. So not the most spectacular munro, it's that little peak in the centre. But there we go. Actually got a view, and then there's the view out to the Glen Line, munros, and then the Benlors just over, just that grassy bit. They've got a bit of snow on the top. There's some great views now over to Glen Line and Benlors and Meall and Tamachan. It's looking nice here too. Nice bit of sunlight dappling in. Hill over there, just following these fence posts now. I think they pretty much take you all the way to the summit. So I think once I'm up this bit, it flattens out a bit and it's just a very gradual ascent up to Stuc and Lochain. So I finally just got the first view of Stuc and Lochain from up high, and there she is. Look at that. Doesn't look too far away. You can follow this path up and around and on the summit, and then just the same to return and drop down over there. Yeah, first munro's clagged in completely now. I'm expecting this one to clag in as well. So I'm glad I got a view of it. I do it this way just because the snow's starting to come in. I might put my jacket on, get the gloves on, because the wind and the snow I think is just about on its way. I'll get the goggles out too. It's just been such an up and down day, different weathers, different clothing requirements. That's me just got my jacket on and the snow started. And Stuc and Lochain's gone. I don't know if you can hear me very well, so maybe you can see what the conditions are like. Yeah, it's pretty rubbish. These winds are coming in pretty hard, but you can just see the outline of Stuc and Lochain. So I'm hoping that this is going to clear On the other side of this is a bit of nicer weather. It's just been the story of today. Nice weather, shocking snowstorms. We push on. Just making my way over to Stuc and Lochain. It's incredibly windy. The snow is small and sharp, so it fairly stings if it hits your skin. But the summit is in sight. Finally the clouds cleared. It's still windy and cold, but clouds cleared, so I'm going to try and march on as quick as I can and try and get onto the summit so I can get some views from up there. But it's nice to get some views here at least, so I thought I would stop, take some video and show you what it's like when it's not absolutely packed in. And it's gorgeous, it's beautiful up here. And what a view. Very, very windy. Top's just there. I'm nearly there, but I came around the corner. I can come up this path here. Look at this. Gorgeous, and then I was greeted by this. It's almost like perfectly round. I know this it's not exactly perfect, but some of the roundest ones I've seen. Stunningly Lochain. And the first munro still in the cloud there. It looks like I'm going to get a clear top, which I'm really pleased about. It's been brutal coming over here. Very windy, so just a little bit more, but I would take you on along with me as I head up the last bit. One of the good things about this munro, I would say, is that the paths are good. A bit eroded in places, but you know, it's not the worst. It's straightforward to do. It's not too long. You can do it in about 3 to 4 hours. So far I think I'm on about 4.5 hours, and that's from doing the first one. That took me 2.5 hours. So you can easily tag on the other one, the other side of the loch with this one and bag a couple. Wow. These views out to Rannochmore and Glencoe. Look at that. The sunlight is amazing. So it's not clogged in and killing me with a snowstorm. It's absolutely beautiful, but I think that's the nature of winter hiking. If it turns, and it can turn quickly, it takes no prisoners. But when you get the weather and you get that break, it's absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm nearly at number munro 140. There we go. There's the cane. Oh. Munro 140. And what a view. What a gorgeous view. Look at that. I'm well chuffed. One more to go to reach the goal for the year. One more, and then I'm on the second half, the home stretch. You know, I'll have less munros to do than I have, because I'm going to do 2 tomorrow. Woo. Sorry, I'm going to do 2 tomorrow, so I'll get past the halfway mark. So I'll have less munros than I've done, and that'll be such a cool feeling when I'm over that milestone. I know there's still a lot to go. It's a lot of days in the mountains, but it's going to be brilliant. See one last panoramic sweep. That's why I'm in love with Scotland. Such a beautiful country. Right, I've spent too long up here now. I think those clouds are coming in, so I want to get off before that hits, or at least get most of the way down. And my hands are freezing, but the views are gorgeous, so I've been putting up with it. But I think I've had enough now. Time to go before I get absolutely battered by those clouds. Like I thought, the weather has come in. The horizontal snow is back, but I'm not too far from. I had to go down here to Stuc and then back up again, and then I dropped down, and then it's just straight back down to the car. So, well, yeah, it's not much fun this, but I know I'm on the home stretch now. So thankfully the snowstorm, or the snow flurry or whatever, is broken, but it's still mad windy. But it's stunning views. You can see where the snow's dumped now. The snow is a lot further down than it was before, from yesterday. It's making this descent a bit slippy, so I'm just taking my time, not filming while I'm moving. But the light is beautiful. I think we're only about an hour away from sunset. You can kind of tell with the colour of the sky. That's me down, just walking beside the loch. I think it drops down soon to the 4x4 track just down there. There's the dam, and then the cars just beyond. You can just see the cars sitting there. Really pleased that the bad weather, really pleased that the bad weather is gone. I say bad weather, like the snow and the biting cold wind, and it was making the snow come out horizontal, which was horrible. But I thought I would probably end the video here instead of trudging down a path next to the dam and at the car. But I'd say these two are brilliant. If you're a beginner, nice and quick and easy, good paths up them, nothing technical, difficult about them at all, and yeah, just good ones, easy ones, and a bit more enjoyable, like view wise, than I thought it would be. How they were portrayed in some of the things I've read online in the books, that they were fairly indistinct. And I guess Buidhe isn't the most exciting, but it has some nice views, especially over to Stuc and Lochain, and the view around the loch and the dam is really nice. So, and Stuc and Lochain is gorgeous, amazing views from the top. And I guess, you know, like if you're into wild camping, which is something I'm into, it's one that you could easily hike up, you know, on a nice summer's evening. You can hike up here after work, and you could get here fairly quickly and have a summit camp without having to hike in, you know, 10 miles. It's only a few miles, and that would be your camp started. So sorry, it's a bit boggy around here. Yeah, but I'm literally just next to the path. So I'd rate them a good 7 out of 10. I enjoyed them, easy enough to do and helped me get closer to my goal. So fingers crossed tomorrow weather will stay alright. It's due to be better than it was today. Just keep your fingers crossed, and then I can get past that halfway mark. Thanks if you stayed this long for watching, and